So basically, what she had told me was that the blood work that I had done in August, that all of my values were um, indicating that my diabetes was way out of control. My triglycerides were very high. And basically, she looked at me and she said, "Listen, um, obviously you came here because you want to hear the truth, and here's the situation. You either need to follow what I'm gonna lay out for you, or you're gonna end up on dialysis, and that's only if your heart holds up." And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." So she was like, "Okay, I want you to take this medicine and this medicine and that medicine, and I want you to take this and that, and go back on insulin." I had taken myself off insulin in January because I found out that the insulin I was taking causes cancer, and I was like, "Oh, I don't want cancer," so I stopped taking it. But anyway, so I was kind of discouraged, but I felt, okay, this is the news I need to give me that kick in the butt that I need to really commit myself to doing this juice fast. And so I I left there, cried and prayed all the way back home, and I just said, "Lord, I know that you're calling me to do things that I'm going to need my health, and I know that I'm going to need my strength. And I've wasted so many years of my life running from your call, and I didn't want to end up not being able to do what he's calling me to do because of sabotaging myself." So I just implored him. I said, "Lord, I'm asking you to bless this juice fast. If these people that I've been watching over this last weeks have changed their lives just doing this, and God, I know you didn't bring me to this for no reason." It was 2004 when I started looking into gastric bypass. It's been 7 years. And I went into that and I said, "God, if gastric bypass is not what you want for me, I want you to stop it." And he did. He stopped it twice. And I stopped trying because I knew he said no. That was not what he wanted for me. He wanted me to surrender to his lordship so that we could get this eating under control. Because gluttony is a sin, and the sin needed to die in my life. So, and this was the year. This was the year for it. This was my year. And I knew it was my year back in March because as I was going through, I went through a period of time where I read the entire Bible. Um, I had read the New Testament 100 times, but I had not read the Old Testament. And as I went through the Old Testament, I found out that Solomon's temple was built, and it took 7 years. And when I read that, it just clicked. Lord, you've been working on me for 7 years to get my temple prepared. Because see, now who is the temple? We are. We are the temple of the Holy Spirit. And so we have, as Christians, we have to take care of our temples because, just if you read about the temple in the Old Testament and how they cared for it and how the intricate details of that. Anyway, I'm getting off here, but um, he showed me that as his temple, the temple of the Holy Spirit, that I was to care for my body in a way that was honoring him. And so when I got off track, it wasn't good. So he took me to the next step. He took me to the next step of bringing me the information about healthy eating, about how I should not eat processed foods. And actually this started last October when our church started the health ministry. And I didn't go. I was not interested. To be honest. They prayed me in. And in January when I read Lisa TerKeurst's book called Made to Crave, and I started learning how God made us to crave him and not food, and there's just so much to my story. I can't even tell you all the details because there's just so much there. So when our health ministry was having testimonies, and I had been losing weight, and I had been going through my journey with Jesus to get my life in balance, and I was asked to be a participant in that testimony, and that testimony is out here on YouTube as well. So I'm sure you can, if you're interested, you can see that. But the story has continued all through this year. It's just been a process that I hope never ends, because as long as I'm moving forward, I know I'm okay. I don't want to fall back. So I started this fast in September 11th, and I committed to 20 days. And like I said, the first week went detoxing, and that wasn't very fun, but made it through all the headaches and all the dizzy spells and just feeling weird. And about day 5, it was really weird because I had these euphoric feelings that were just, I thought I was drunk, and I know I wasn't drunk because I don't drink. But I smiled a lot, and I was happy, but I was not very productive that day at all because I was kind of in a brain fog. So then, probably day 12, I think it was, I started getting really hungry, and I thought, what is going on? I thought we weren't supposed to feel hungry anymore. And come to find out, I wasn't even drinking enough juice. You know, I was drinking 3 16-ounce juices a day. Should have been having 4 or 5. Okay, so I wasn't getting enough. I was basically putting myself into starvation, and probably why I had those feelings of euphoria on day 5. Because when I looked that up, that was what they were saying, that's how you feel when you're starving, which I didn't understand. But anyway, so so there I was, hungry, and I added this extra juice to my daily repertoire, and my weight loss came to a halt.